You see, the prostate gland is like about the size of a small walnut, and the urinary tubes go through the prostate. So if the prostate's inflamed, it can squeeze off the urinary flow. So an inflamed prostate can be helped by a herb called saw palmetto. Saw palmetto reduces inflammation of the prostate gland. Also stinging nettle tea can be drunk, and small willow leaf. They are probably the three main herbs that are known to help with the prostate.
Did you know how to treat an enlarged prostate, which is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH? Hi everyone. In this video, we're talking about how shrink the prostate with the #1 important all-natural way. We will be find how 11 natural remedies to shrink an enlarged prostate. So I want to first quickly talk about why prostates enlarge as men get older. It seems to be due to hormonal imbalances. But did you know the one food that shrinks an enlarged prostate? It's believed to be due to imbalances in testosterone and the more powerful testosterone known as dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. So the exact mechanism, again, is not known. It could actually be increased estrogen levels as well. So that is what we know so far. You can also shrink your prostate with massage. Next video, we will be talk how to do it. Recently, I watched a video about Shrink the Prostate, the #1 important all-natural way by Dr. Rachel Ross, who is a certified family medicine physician and sexologist. As the founder of the Dr. Rachel Institute and as an MD PhD, she also trains and certifies sexperts. She talked about the best treatment to reduce prostate size. She suggests some natural supplement. One of them is saw palmetto, pumpkin seed oil, and stinging nettle root. Here are a question. Can supplements actually shrink your prostate? Now, we are digging in this article entitled The Use of 5-Alpha Reductase Inhibitors in the Treatment of Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. This posits that an enlarged prostate is due to elevated levels of dihydrotestosterone, and the enzyme that produces dihydrotestosterone is 5-alpha reductase. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about some of the dietary supplements that we can use to prevent and treat an enlarged prostate. First, from the article, saw palmetto is also known to help with symptoms of an enlarged prostate and possibly to treat and prevent an enlarged prostate. Saw palmetto Serenoa is a fruit that is often found in the southeastern United States. It's also called Serenoa repens and Serenoa. Unlike many other fruits, apart from vitamins and minerals, it also has quite a few other benefits as well. Due to these numerous benefits, it is becoming popular globally to help increase testosterone levels, improve prostate health, reduce inflammation, prevent hair loss, and enhance urinary tract function. So it is not uncommon to think about including this fruit in their diet. Saw palmetto is also known to inhibit 5-alpha reductase 1 and 2, and it's also known to inhibit the binding of testosterone to androgen receptors. So it has multiple effects, and it has very, very good evidence to suggest that saw palmetto can be used to prevent and treat an enlarged prostate. So these supplements are very good in treating enlarged prostates. Now talk about the pumpkin seed oil from the same article. Pumpkin seed oil is also known as Cucurbita pepo and a great source of zinc. And zinc has amazing power to heal your prostate. That's the nutritional way, said Dr. Mandel. Findings from this article entitled Effects of Pumpkin Seed Oil and Saw Palmetto Oil in Korean Men with Symptomatic Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is the scientific term we use for an enlarged prostate. Found that pumpkin seed oil improves symptoms of an enlarged prostate. So difficulty urinating, nocturia, those types of symptoms. Nocturia is peeing at night. Pumpkin seed oil is known to inhibit 5-alpha reductase, which is the enzyme that converts testosterone to dihydrotestosterone. Another herbal remedy that can be used is stinging nettle. Nettle, Urtica dioica, commonly called stinging nettle, grows abundantly in protein-rich soils all over the Northern Hemisphere, and is both effective for a wide variety of ailments as well as being a great plant to use to support energy levels and general health and well-being, due at least in part to its high nutrient content. The findings from this article, entitled The Efficacy of Stinging Nettle, Urtica dioica, in patients with benign prostatic hyperplasia, a randomized double-blind study in 100 patients, found that stinging nettle improves benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH symptoms, and it also contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Stinging nettle has been used for hundreds of years to treat painful muscles and joints, eczema, arthritis, gout, and anemia. Today, many people use it to treat urinary problems during the early stages of an enlarged prostate. Nettle root, in tincture form, is used for prostate health. It stops testosterone from converting to DHT and also stops and interferes with the process of testosterone converting into estrogen. In one study using nettle root and saw palmetto, researchers concluded that the herbs were more effective and safer than the conventional drugs prescribed for benign prostatic hyperplasia, an enlarged prostate. Now, another dietary compound that can be used to prevent and treat an enlarged prostate is lycopene, is the best natural remedies for enlarged prostate. The following comes from this article entitled Nutrition and Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. Particularly green tea and hibiscus tea, these may reduce the risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia, a benign enlarged prostate, and may reduce the risk of prostate cancer itself. And it also has beneficial effects on an enlarged prostate and associated symptoms. So issues with urinating, nighttime urination, those types of symptoms. So very important as well. Now another one is babasu, and the following comes from the article entitled Nanostructured Systems Containing Babasu Oil as a Potential Alternative Therapy for Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. This is also known as Orbigia speciosa, and it's helpful in treatment of BPH and prostate malignancy, as was found in that article. So again, this is also an interesting natural remedy or natural supplement that can be used as well. We can also see that prostatpultit is also known as sernaltin can be used as well to prevent or treat an enlarged prostate. From the article entitled Therapeutic Efficacy of Sernaltin in Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia Patients with Histological Prostatitis After Transurethral Resection of the Prostate, sernaltin is rye pollen extract, so it can be bought as its own supplement. It improves BPH symptoms like nocturia, which is nighttime urination, and it also improves and treats prostatitis. So prostatitis is an inflammation of the prostate, and it's been shown to improve and treat prostatitis that has occurred after a TURP procedure. So TURP is transurethral resection of the prostate. So that is the surgery that is used for an enlarged prostate to begin with. So doing a TURP, doing that procedure can lead to inflammation of the remaining prostate, and sernaltin can be used to actually improve prostatitis symptoms. But what is also found is that sernaltin may not actually improve or reduce the prostate size itself. Now the next two come from the same review article we talked about before, and one of them is vitamin D. So vitamin D supplementation is actually associated with a reduced risk of an enlarged prostate, benign prostatic hyperplasia, and it seems that the mechanism is related to the fact that there are vitamin D binding receptors in prostate and bladder. So increasing vitamin D supply seems to actually reduce the risk of BPH. Now another one is beta-sitosterol, and this is a plant phytosterol. It is very similar to cholesterol in its structure, and beta-sitosterol can actually be found in a variety of sources, including saw palmetto and stinging nettle, the ones we talked about before. And it can also be found in other dietary sources like peanuts and corn oils. And it's been found to actually lead to improved urine flow. So it improves lower urinary tract symptoms associated with an enlarged prostate. Some other natural remedies that can be used include Pygeum or Pygeum africanum, and the following comes from the review article entitled Pygeum africanum for Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. So Pygeum is African plum, and more specifically, it's an extract of African plum, and it leads to improved BPH symptoms, including overnight or nighttime urination, nocturia, and it also leads to improved urine flow. So again, very similar. It leads to improved lower urinary tract symptoms that are due to an enlarged prostate. So those are some of the natural dietary supplements that have been shown to have beneficial outcomes on an enlarged prostate and even preventing the prostate from becoming enlarged in the first place. And also check out our next video, Best Ways to Prevent Prostate Enlargement, and how you can also shrink your prostate with massage explained by a urologist. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more lessons like this one. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.